All right, we are now officially recording. Sexually. We are officially sexually recording.
This is, if you guys are virgins and you're listening to this right now, so if you're listening to this right now, this is what sex feels like. Assuming that you're using the ASMR headphones that we sent to you through the mail.
Even better than this, some would argue. Not most. Just some.
Some very weird people think that sex is better than listening to our podcast, and they are criminals.
They are wrong and
because they're having sex with things
gay.
You shouldn't have sex with, like people.
Yeah, no. Only fuck sheep with steel wool gloves or Velcro gloves. Steel wool gloves. That is a...
Just walking into a farmer's house and finding some Velcro gloves and being like,
I know.
okay, Deatheth, are you fucking these sheep, you Welsh prick?
Deatheth.
That's a Welsh name, and the Welsh fuck their sheep.
Is that like how you make haggis? Because it feels like that's how you make haggis.
That's a different type of flabby Brit.
There's only one in my eyes.
It is fucked up that in Britain, which is a tiny island, there's like 60 different types of people, and in America there's like 3.
It's like 60 here.
No, there's not. I mean, there are different types of white people, I mean.
There's one.
In America, there's one type of white person.
It's white.
Maybe 3.
I don't
because there's white people that are sorry that they're white. There's white people that are really fucking proud of being white, and then there's white people who are a little annoyed that there's. And then there's Italians, the worst kind of any people, not just white people. But then in Britain, there are 60 to 70 different types of white people that think they're their own separate cultures, even though they're all just like, "Hello, governor, I like to put haggis in my beef hole."
You would love this. I talked to a girl from Britain the other day, and she was like, I'm leaving America to go to Britain. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Fuck this place. And she's like, yeah, but Britain's pretty fucked right now, too.
True, that is true.
And I was like, oh, you should just go to Ireland then. And she's like, can't exactly do that.
They won't like you there.
They will commit hate crimes against you there. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck you.
I had the option to get a British passport or an Irish passport, and you have no idea how... Well, yeah, because my family's from Northern Ireland, and so the guy that I derived my citizenship from, my grandpa, was from Northern Ireland. No, but a Catholic Republican in Northern Ireland.
Better.
The best, because they were actually involved. He left because I don't think he wanted to join the IRA, is basically why I think he left.
Isn't that the worst, then?
No, he didn't... He believed in the cause, but he didn't want to die. Which is understandable. Yeah. It's not like he wanted to join, the black and tans.
Yeah. Okay. I get it now.
Yeah, so because everybody in Northern Ireland gets to claim either British or Irish citizenship, and that's who I got mine from. So I could have been a British citizen, but I was like, no, I'd like to be part of the EU and have a passport that goes to... I think the Irish passport is... It used to be the most useful passport in the world. Because no one was mad at them. Maybe there may be some places you can't go with it now, but you can get to Cuba with an Irish passport.
And Australia, and I think that's it.
Well, no, if you have an Irish passport, I think they have to let you into Britain.
Wait a second, you can't get into Cuba with an American passport?
That may have changed now. It's within the last 5-10 years though. It used to be.
Damn.
Yeah, because of the embargo and shit, and that's why Cubans are so. Cuban cigars. It sounded like I was about to say about
such bad
Cuban people. I mean, Cuban people that moved to America are often people who had their slave plantations taken by Castro, so they're not great people. But
here we are. Well, Scarface taught us different, so
that he was a good person. That's how you should live, folks.
Yeah.
If you die not surrounded by cocaine, it's because you're a pussy.
The more cocaine you can do, the better.
Right. That's true. That is true both morally and practically. It makes you a better person, and it will make you powerful.
You want to see God, kids? Matthew McConaughey in whatever that fucking movie was.
I mean, Matthew
Happy
McConaughey.
Days. It's not Happy Days.
Mud?
No, the movie where it's like girls keep getting older.
It's either Fast Times at Ridgemont High or Dazed and Confused.
Ooh. I actually don't know
which one is it? I am thinking of a very particular movie right now, and I don't know which one. I think it's Dazed and Confused, because I've actually seen Ridgemont High, and he's not in that.
Okay, Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused, but he's super into cocaine.
I mean, just Matthew McConaughey, but it's coke instead of
all right.
all right. The thing I love about college kids is they keep getting older and I stay the same age.
And it's
Wait, that doesn't sound right. Anyway,
The
any
thing
high
I
school
love
kids
about-
want to fuck me?
The thing I love about grade school kids is they keep getting older and I stay the same age, and they all love cocaine.
Well, yeah. Bizarro Matthew McConaughey. The grade school kids that you get addicted to cocaine sure do love cocaine.
That's called grooming, Matthew.
And you are pretty advanced at it. You are... I don't even want to talk to Woody Harrelson anymore because of what you've done.
Because of what you've done. All right. It just keeps going forever.
Okay, now, ladies.
Every line in this movie is just differing speeds of all right.
Or, I mean, if Matthew McConaughey did cocaine, it would be like, all right. So I was in Dallas Buyers Club, and that was a really interesting thing because I had to seem like I had AIDS. I had to be really skinny. All right. And then I was in Wolf of Wall Street. All right. And I went, all right.
Like Woody Woodpecker. This fucking guy
is something that is said about both of us often,
fucking
I bet.
cocaine-addled guy. Riddled with cocaine. Sir, we did...
Riddled, like a canvas plane that barely made it back to the hangar with cocaine.
Sir, we just got your toxicology report, and you are riddled with cocaine.
Your body weight is 4% cocaine.
It's in your bones. We don't know how.
Your
You must
marrow
have
no longer
snorted
produces white blood
so
cells.
hard. It produces more cocaine.
Now, I don't know. Now I'm doing slow Matthew McConaughey because he's not high right now. Right
Give it a minute.
now,
This is Matthew McConaughey after he's just woken up.
right. I've been pissing powder. Is that in any way related, or is that a different illness?
That's extreme kidney failure due to, and you're gonna know the answer to this, cocaine.
Oh, I was gonna say because I got punched in the kidneys the other day. But anyway, I'm selling my piss for however much is fair for a G. I don't know because
50 if you're cool,
I have
100 if you're
cocaine
not.
in my blood naturally.
Do you think? Hang on, I'm choking.
On cocaine.
Nice. Do you think?
It wasn't that nice.
Do you think Matthew McConaughey still pays for coke, or do you think he just like take it out of a retainer?
I don't know if Matthew McConaughey even does coke.
Well, he used to. So like when he used to be big and do cocaine.
When Matthew McConaughey was big, he did not pay for cocaine, and he still does not pay for weed.
I feel like they just take it out of his check. I feel like they were just like, yeah, and here's your cocaine
I don't think
budget.
Matthew McConaughey does or ever did a lot of cocaine. He's a weed guy.
Really?
Matthew McConaughey is fully a weed dude.
Okay, I understand.
Him and Woody Harrelson are like smoking a field a day between them. It's like that scene in Far Cry 3 where you burn down a marijuana field. Mm-hmm. They go out and do that and then just breathe it in. And they're like, let's make True Detective.
Great. Good. Keep that
I have
up.
not seen True Detective. I've only seen the
Oh,
one.
good.
I've only seen the one scene where Matthew McConaughey is like, this is like someone's memory of town, and the memory's fading. And Woody Harrelson's like, shut the fuck up. Don't say stuff like that. Just let's have a normal conversation. How did you sleep? I don't sleep. I just dream. And the look that Woody Harrelson gives him is it's fucking hilarious.
True Detective is phenomenal.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's very good.
I probably gotta watch all of it, but I gotta watch Twin Peaks first.
Sounds racist isn't racist. Sounds racist isn't racist. Watch it until the black guy comes in as the lead.
Okay.
Sounds racist isn't racist.
Doesn't sound racist is racist. Me.
Dun, 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 dun. Bam.
I'm not actually racist. I think Italian people should be allowed to vote.
Boo.
I really am alienating our audience by saying Italians
Yeah,
are people.
really. Everybody who listened to this podcast just tuned off. The rest of this podcast, we're just doing for me and you.
They're just screaming at their iPhones, which they have now turned off. Like, don't you know their skulls are shaped wrong? They have an entire crime section of their brain that good people don't have. Just fucking doing Django, pulling a skull apart and being like, "This is the marinara crest."
And this is where they learn to improperly pronounce capicola. It's an Italian sneeze.
I found out, by the way, that is just like a that is the equivalent. Like, you know how Southern people talk? Like, I will attempt to avoid classism and say that white people in Appalachia are actually pretty fucked, and that's bad, and we should fix that. But you know how Southern people sound fucking stupid?
Yeah.
That accent in Sicily, like the equivalent of that, is what the mob is based on.
Oh.
So, like, to an Italian person, someone going, "Agalago," sounds like if you were, like, part of, like...
Yeehaw!
Right. If you were part of, like, a moonshine gang, and you're running around Rome going, like, "Oh, no, they don't call that whiskey, they call that whiskey. Oh, yeah.
There ain't no vowels in whiskey." Literally, the way they pronounce it, there are no vowels in whiskey. Whiskey. Whiskey.
I had to drink me an entire 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and I'm not talking about the sody.
Mountain Dew me, if you know what I mean, if you're my sister.
Mountain, do you believe that Italians deserve the right to vote? There's one correct answer.
Only one, and it's maybe. If they are Rasputin. And nobody else.
No, Italians deserve the right to vote if they're an Uncle Giuseppe. Or no, an Uncle Dom. How was I that stupid?
No, Uncle Giuseppe is the one.
No, Uncle Dom, because Dominic is like an Italian name. Dominic the Italian Christmas donkey was actually instrumental as basically a capo for the Italian
I'm going to say this, and this might tear the podcast apart, but I think Uncle Giuseppe is better than Uncle Dom. Okay, he did a visual bit.
I'm not doing it. That's fucking Dago lover.
Well, he made it an auditory bit, but
I had to work it into an auditory bit. I thought when I pushed the mic away from my face, it would make a lot more noise than it did. Great bearings on these mic stands.
Oh, you can really move them around. You
really not a lot of handling noise on these
part
mics.
Of the podcast. You can really move them around.
Not a lot of. And the thing I got to tell you, folks, is this podcast is sponsored by Shure microphones. Shure microphones. Don't let Italians use them. They'll fuck up the precision engineering that Shure gives you.
Don't quite understand what precision means because they're retarded.
Italians cannot do math.
Not because they didn't invent it, but because they're, I don't know, the shape of their skulls just...
No, if you learn Italian, that takes over the part of your brain that math is
points.
The part of the brain that does math is the same part of the brain that knows Italian.
Can speak Italian.
Right, so if you learn, like, "Hey, buona beef for my amici." See, I now longer understand calculus.
Well, good. Nobody should ever understand
I
calculus.
still understand calculus.
Unless you're a fucking rocket scientist, you monster. So instead you pushed out
f of x plus h minus f of x over x plus h or something.
You know, I remember learning that, and then I also remember forgetting it. Just so we're clear.
That is a fucking insane... I remember forgetting that.
Yeah. No,
if I were high right now, I'd be dead because of that statement.
Oh, just so we're clear, I don't remember forgetting anything else, but I do remember the moment in which I've forgotten that.
When you like calculus, nah, drop it out the back.
Don't. Well, I never was in calculus. I was in honors algebra 2, which is fucking calculus. Just so we're clear.
Right. So you dropped it off the back of your head, and then a couple Italian guys showed up and were like, "Hey, this calculus fell off the back of the truck."
Does any black inner city kids want to learn this? And that's how Neil deGrasse Tyson became...
Right. It was the Black Panthers and the
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The red, white, and green Panthers.
Whoa. Wait. No, do what you do. Oh, that was Italian Panthers?
That was it.
Okay, well, let's start, because we got 2 bits here. Let's start with...
It's just bits.
It's just bits. But we've got 2 bits here. First bit, the Black Panthers and the Neil deGrasse Tyson Panthers. Second bit, the Black Panthers and the Italian Panthers.
Right, so the Neil deGrasse
let's
Tyson
start
Panthers.
with the Neil deGrasse.
Right, so instead
that's
of...
weaker, and then we'll go...
So instead of doing breakfast programs for kids, they do programs where they ruin things kids are having fun with by talking about astronomy.
Yes. Our feelings of Neil deGrasse Tyson... by whatever his fucking name, I don't give a shit.
Neil deGrasse Junior High.
Neil deGay Tyson. Got him!
Did you get that soundboard with the horn on it
yet? The feeling of this podcast is he is a great scientist, all that shit.
I don't even know if he is.
But he is not Bill Nye, and he's really trying to be. Bill Nye is the science guy.
Yeah, Bill Nye is not only the science guy,
the science
guy, and Bill Nye played Davy Jones, and he was in
what?
Bill Nye played Davy Jones.
I got nothing.
He's a different guy.
I got nothing.
The guy that played Davy Jones
Was named
Bill Nye.
How's it
Nah,
spelled?
that's Nighy. He's a Brit. His name is retarded.
So he's Bill Nye the Davy Jones guy.
Right, yeah. So it's, he's like...
Somebody started laughing their ass off at the beginning of that joke, and then when I didn't understand it, they got frustrated for 15
They're
minutes
mad at you
there.
now. They're mad at you.
And now that I'm explaining it and apologizing, we're cool again.
Have you not introduced yourself all these years as the normal force?
You best start believing in ghost stories.
Well, that's Barbosa. Oh, I didn't say
I
this one on the
literally thought they were the
podcast,
same
and this
person.
must be said, is you best start believing in snuff films, Miss Turner. You're in one.
You best start believing in bukkake porn, Miss Turner. You're in it.
You best start believing in unconventional orifices, Miss Turner. You're in one. Barbosa said as he was being pegged by Elizabeth Turner, which is not something I have art of saved to my hard drive.
You best start believing in she-male solo masturbation porn, Miss Turner, because you're the star. That's when we find out she has a penis.
You best start believing in legal trouble, Kellett and Connor. You're in some.
Oh, God. You best start believing in K-holes, Miss Turner.
You're in one.
She just starts fucking falling back in her chair. You best start fucking black guys, Miss Turner, because one's in ya. I deserve a smoke break after that joke.
Okay. Go get something to smoke.
No, it's right
Nope,
here.
That's not
in my mouth.
That's not smoke. That's not smoke. That's vape juice. Do you know? I don't know if you guys know this. Vape juice is chemically identical to human cum. So you're just guzzling jizz right now.
You best start
Which is only cool if it's real jizz, okay? If you can guzzle gallons of jizz, I'm proud of you. If you smoke
Good
any
shit.
bit of vape,
OG
you're
Mudbone.
so fucking gay.
Oh, if you don't know who OG Mudbone is, look it up. OG spelled
Mudbone is one word, like German.
Mudbone, Mudbone, and then OG is literally spelled OG. OG Mudbone. Check him out. For
He's a
gallons of
black
jizz.
man with a large penis. I think
it's prosthetic, but it's still awesome.
he still has it, though.
What? I bet he has a big dick, but they put a
No, I'm saying
prosthetic
that-
dick over his dick.
His given name is not OG Mudbone. He didn't slide out the womb, and his parents were like, that's OG Mudbone right there.
That's the guy.
So OG Mudbone, the character, has a dick that big. Whoever plays OG Mudbone has a dick slightly smaller than that.
It's like the Dread Pirate Robertson.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
You best start believing in the Princess Bride. You're in a bad quote of that.
Hang on.
Really ran out of steam on that one, huh?
So I'm gonna have to, halfway through this quote, you're gonna have to take over for me. Okay?
Okay, this is a trust fall exercise.
This is a stressful exercise. You best start believing in Montoya because I am the whatever. I don't know the fucking.
Because you killed my father. Prepare to die.
There, I knew you could do it. I knew it was there.
You best start believing in dying. You best start preparing to die, Miss Turner. You killed my father.
Also, a few bits back, one we missed was, you best start believing in gallons of cum, Miss Turner, because it's in you.
Because it's on you.
Also good. That's the weird bukkakes, though, where it's like 40 guys. My bukkakes max out at 8.
You're pronouncing that wrong, by the way. It's bukkake.
Bukkake.
It's bukkake.
Bukkake. Tell the story.
Oh, there is a story. I forgot there was a story behind
You gotta tell
it.
the
No,
story.
I have a house rule when I play Cards Against Humanity, which, by the way, might be a shitty game. Like, it might not be fun. Just riff. Like, don't need the game. But anyway.
It's not fun for comics, and you're slowly becoming a comic.
And much like the Dragonborn, I have the soul of a comedian, but the body of a human being.
Exactly.
And but anyway, I had a house rule with that, where if you wanted to play a card in Cards Against Humanity, you had to understand what the card was, and if anybody didn't believe you, they could challenge you to define it, like Scrabble. So I was playing Cards Against Humanity with, like, my parents and their friends and their daughter, who's way younger than us, and at the time was, like, 13. Are they bad parents? Arguably, no.
Yes. She's
She's doing pretty good. She will one day be the mother of someone whose father is in the NBA. But
That's
she
good.
played the card Bukkake and said okay, I'm going to play Bucake. And we were like, oh, no, house rules. You got to define that. And everybody but me was like, we cannot make the 13-year-old define Bukkake. And I was like, rules are rules. If I don't hear that 13-year-old describe, this makes me seem worse than I am.
She's a family friend. It's okay.
She's a family friend, and I've been nothing but a gentleman.
I've been denied sex from her multiple times.
No, I haven't asked. This is one of those situations where I may be guilty of something, so we can't joke that I did it because it will be taken as true.
Well, when you said it like that, it's awful. Kellen is an outstanding gentleman who has never fucked a 13-year-old
without consent.
No, ever actually, because you didn't fuck when you were 13.
No, I have never fucked a minor, not even when I was a minor.
That's a good track record. If anybody ever calls you a pedophile, you can be like, no, sir.
Or if anybody's like, what, you didn't get laid in high school? I can be like, yeah, I'm not a pedophile. You should be in jail for what you did, guy who had social skills at 17.
We missed.
If you're not a pedophile, what you do is you start an atheist club.
So going back to the bits that we missed, Black Panthers
first of all, we will do
Italian.
minisodes of this podcast called Bits That We Missed later in about a year when we've really got a following. But continue.
But I really want to do Black Panthers versus Diego Montoya Panthers. What was we had something
Italian Panthers?
Well, that was the good one, and then there was a shittier one that we were gonna warm up on. Let's do just Black Panthers versus Inigo Montoya. What the fuck is his name?
Inigo Montoya is his name.
Really? I got it?
Yeah.
He's
hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You
so
my father.
Black Panthers are setting up schools, and he's like, not in my house. You have killed my father. Prepare to die.
It's not like we.
This is the warm-up.
There's a bit
here,
be good. But I've had a beer.
A beer?
Yeah, it was a big one. It was a big
plus.
one. No, it was one big bottle, so I'm still cool to drive.
It was 64 ounces.
Yeah, no, golfing is, well, a sin.
We had 72 ounces of beer so far, and that was before we left the golf course. And mine were 60
Frankly,
ounces.
processing that much liquid in the time we
Kellen,
had.
frankly, but yeah.
What?
Kellen, frankly.
Oh, God, I do that all the time.
Kellen, frankly, processing that much liquid.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're here, or I'd have a podcast named Kellen Frankly and deserve to be punched.
Yeah, you would. If I did this as a solo guest?
Yeah.
Anyways.
It'd be very bad. Anyway, if Inigo Montoya was in the Black Panthers, I guess?
That is acceptable, and also Inigo Montoya is the cops versus the Black Panthers.
I'm going to do him as the Black Panthers first.
They're both good.
Just so you're all prepared.
This is the warm-up bit, and then we'll get to Black Panthers versus Italian Panthers, which is really going to be the killer.
Hello, my name is Fred Hampton. You exploit my people. Prepare to die.
That's the one. Damn, maybe we should move on. Unfortunately, Fred Hampton was not immune to iocane powder.
If by iocane powder you mean being shot in his sleep by the Chicago cops.
It was whatever the powder they put in his coffee or whatever the fuck.
That's true. Okay, yeah. They put iocane powder in his coffee so that they could assassinate him. That's the second worst thing they ever did after giving me a parking ticket.
Andre the Giant is in it as
Stokely Carmichael?
The guy from the Black Panther movie.
There's several of those, I think.
I think it's the guy who...
Martin Freeman?
They did a documentary.
That's the funniest thing I've said today.
I understand it is. I did not get the reference. I paused. I know you well enough that I did not get the reference, but I did pause.
What's fucked up is that you definitely know who Martin Freeman is, and you're going to be unhappy when you discover it later today.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know who he is, though. You do know who he is, though. Anyway, I think that you guys should listen to me about politics.
I missed something. The guy from the guy who had an interview done about him and then killed himself the day it got released because he was
like,
the
guy Sacha Baron Cohen
I
played
look
in the movie?
bad. No, it was the guy in the trial of the Chicago 7.
Trial of the Chicago 7.
No, the guy in the Black Panther movie that is very good, and I'm blanking on the name of it. That has the guy from Call Me the telemarketer movie.
Your name.
Call Me by Your Bitch.
You are thinking of. Sorry to bother you. Yes. And the name of that man is Lakeith Stanfield. Is the name of the actor.
One more time.
Lakeith Stanfield, or maybe Stanfield. and I only know him from that movie and from being the first guy to get outed in Get Out.
So what's the name of the Black Panther movie?
Oh, you are thinking of Judas and the Black Messiah. Is
Yes.
what you're thinking, which I have still not seen.
What?
I know I should,
so
but
good.
But I already know that the Black Panthers were good.
So good. Black Panthers.
now.
Da, da, da. Honestly, if they had just made that their war song, quote unquote, taken over white culture in 2 minutes.
All cops are bastards. Ba, ba, ba. I've been inclined to believe cops weren't that bad.
I'm a cop and I can't stop singing this song.
No, they did the equivalent of that by the Black Panthers under Fred Hampton join with gangs of various races in Chicago to the point where the white gang stopped wearing Confederate flags because they realized that that wasn't a cool thing to be proud of, even though they had things to be proud of, because they were working with black people who were experiencing the consequences of slavery 100 years later. And so all the races were together, and then when all the races were united, that's when the FBI got the Chicago police to murder Fred Hampton.
No. Because they almost lost it all. Well, almost had it all. I'm the cops in Chicago. It's a song. I'm going to do the All
Rolling
Cops Are
Deep?
Bastards. Yeah, Rolling on the Deep. I'm going to do All Cops Are Bastards as a TikTok real quick. So,
you have a TikTok now?
I have 2 different friends who don't work anymore. They just do TikTok. And they were like, we can show you how. And
Okay.
I'm like, yeah. So they've literally told me, they were like, for the first year you do it, it's going to be the cringiest bullshit that nobody's going to like, and you're going to hate it too.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Yeah, they're like, you literally take a video of yourself telling a one-liner joke, caption everything.
Well, I'm not going to like this flavor.
No, it's actually really good. Vizzies are solid. We're sponsored by Vizzy, by the way.
Fizzies are good. Put fizzies in all your holes.
But they were like, take a video of yourself doing a one-liner joke, caption everything, and then at the end of the joke, make a dumb face, and then
I can do that.
Do that. Spend 10, 15 minutes out of your day every day doing exactly that for a year. And by the end of that year, you don't have to work anymore. And I'm like, huh.
Okay, let's workshop it because it's All Cops Are Bastards. Ba ba ba.
No, that's it.
I've been inclined.
No.
That's
TikTok needs to be short. So it's.
I mean, there's 3
I'm
minutes now.
I'm gonna do All Cops Are Bastards.
Ba ba ba.
And that's the whole TikTok.
Sorry for overmodulating
wait.
people.
No.
We do
need the second part. So it's All Cops Are Bastards. Ba ba ba.
I've been inclined to abolish the police. You're telling me that's
it's gotta be quicker. So All Cops Are Bastards. Ba ba ba. Da na 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 na. That one.
We should defund the police. There you go.
That's the one. Okay.
Welcome to our workshop for TikToks podcast.
All cops are bastards.
Ba ba ba. We should defund the police.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Set. Oh God! It needs to be good lighting.
Fuck them.
No, that's the one thing they said about TikTok is it needs to be fucking good lighting. All cops are bastards.
Ba ba ba.
I believe that we
redo
should
it. No.
defund the police.
No, it's got. We should defund the police because we're trying to like smash 2 verses together there.
Crystals are stupid and don't do anything.
No, crystals are real. Put them in your holes.
Talk.
Things that you should.
Plug our shit.
Things that you should put in holes. Vizzies, herbs, crystals. Things that you should check out are this podcast, or you should come to our live show on what day in June?
26th.
The 26th of June.
To
or
Saturday.
You should watch the YouTube channel that this podcast is on because there's some other stuff there too. And I don't know what's going on.
Our YouTube is #poppin'.
Hello. That looks pretty bad.
Eh.
I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I'm just telling you it looks bad.
All cops are bastards.
Ba ba ba.
We should defund the police.
I just got self-aware.
That's the one. No, that's good though.
No, it's good. Yeah, I'm still into it.
I'm self-aware and I still approve of this. So
That's
all
a
right.
rare thing.
1, 2, 3. All cops are bastards.
Ba ba ba.
We should defund the police. All right, let's see it. How do I just play on TikTok, you fuck?
I don't know. Just
All cops are bastards. Ba ba ba. We should defund the police.
Okay, one more time.
this is the best art we've ever done.
Actually, you know what? That's fine. I'm not a bitch.
What are we gonna make this good?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna text. I'm gonna text my TikTok famous person and ask him what fucking hashtags I should use.
I mean, hashtag ACAB, hashtag BLM would probably be good.
Yeah, but he knows. He's like he makes. So one of the TikTok people I know, and everybody should go subscribe to him right now. Gannon Stanton is his name. GANNONSTANTON. Full name.
Like the guy from Legend of Link?
Yeah. So that's not his TikTok name, but if you look that up, it'll pop right up. He's a redhead. He's fucking great. His
don't like
Twitch
him.
stream is great. He's 6'6". So
I really don't like it.
so if you, yeah, no, it's horrifying every time he stands up. He's got that short torso, so it's like
Like Phelps style.
yeah, exactly. But he's fucking great, and he just Twitch streams for a living now. That's all he fucking does. So it's fucking awesome.
That would be nice.
Oh no, it'd be amazing. I would fucking because he's like, yeah, I Twitch stream from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day, and that's my job. And I'm like, I will kill you.
I have to have a real job because my real comedy is too edgy, such as singing things that many people believe set to a song, or saying everything that comes into my head, or mixing up Princess Bride with radical leftist politics, which is, you know, something that only I can do effectively, really.
I don't even know if you're mixing them up. I think they just go together.
I mean, sure, they do go together. It is
well, I mean,
somewhat
they overthrow a
anti-authoritarian.
democracy
Yeah,
at some point.
It's
Yeah.
not a democracy.
Fealty.
Monarchy, I think, is...
No, monarchy is a girl in charge. It was a guy in charge.
I can't tell if you're kidding.
Wasn't it a guy in charge?
It was a guy in charge in Princess Bride. Do you think that monarchy means a girl is in charge?
I swear to God it did. I legitimately believe that.
Monarchy means one person's in charge.
I thought a monarchy was
Like a king is a
girl in
monarch,
charge.
or an emperor is a monarch.
I literally thought it was just it was one person in charge, and that person is a girl. Swear to God.
No, it's either way. I guess a gynarchy.
Dumb all the
maybe?
time. Gynarchy.
Dumb all the time.
Ba, ba, ba.
I just cannot find my dick.
We should take in Cobaloba. It's a memory drug. We never
We're
did.
too far gone.
Black Panthers versus Italians.
Black Panthers versus Italians. Wow.
Well, okay, maybe not versus. Well, versus.
No, Black
honestly.
Panthers. No, Black Panthers versus Italians is
happened.
The FBI already did it.
They were all Italian or Irish. So it's just like, Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith, meet Fred Hampton.
Right. And then Fred Hampton was like, how did I get here? And they're like, you're a clone of Fred Hampton, and we're going to replace you with the real Fred Hampton, and then we're going to kill you, the clone, and the real Fred Hampton's going to still be alive, and we're going to turn him into Obama, and he's going to get your kids vaccinated. You hear that, folks? The vaccine is the skin shavings of the real Fred Hampton, who was genetically engineered to be Obama, and he's going to turn your kids trans.
Somebody's got it.
I have all the documents.
God, I had a good one.
A good document?
Hey, I'm just trying to knock out black people over here. That's what I was trying to do.
Hey, I'm white supremacist in over here. Said
Hey,
most
I'm
Italians for the past
all
century.
the cops over here.
Hey, I'm fucking basically Polish over here. Except DACA. Except
Hey.
DACA, because I'm from Boston.
Hey, free lunches are socialism over here.
Hey, it's bad when good things happen to the working class over here.
Hey, quit
Tony
supporting
Soprano,
black
1990.
specific unions over here.
I mean, those are actually bad. I mean, they're
Blacks-
better than
yeah.
white specific unions.
or non-unions. Better than no unions
Right,
as well.
but you don't want... The only thing unions should be specific to is the working class.
Nice. No bosses.
If you start drawing lines, then they'll win the bad ones, like they did. Speaking of how the world is bad now, should we address Bo Burnham, or should we not talk about the guy who's doing what we do? But
Back
good?
pocket Bo Burnham. We have a lot more gas on this Italians versus Black Panthers bit.
Do we? I'm beginning to feel
I've got a
uncomfortable.
lot.
I'm beginning to feel uncomfortable. Because I have Italian ancestry.
So do I. So?
Wait.
I'm Italian.
You're a mudblood? Once again, podcast over. This motherfucker didn't tell me he was a filthy guinea.
I don't have my headphones on, so I really hope that picked up.
I hope that landed right.
really
like it
do.
Sounded like I walked away from the mic, because if it didn't...
Because I'm not editing this, so I really do.
No, I know. I've listened to
it. One half of the podcast one time was just reverb. So Tyler called me to tell me about that. He's like, it's just reverb over here.
No, that was art, though. We did that for art.
Oh.
And if you don't get it, it's because you're stupid.
Okay, we need to do more Italians versus Black Panthers, because now we have two back pocket bits. One of them is calling Tyler, even though he's in the other room, and the other is
Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham. Yes.
So I mean, I guess, you fucking 3/5 over here. That's very weak.
Well, there's other Italians. It's pronounced Black Panteros.
Black Pantera.
Well, I wanted to do a Capicola pronunciation. It's pronounced Black Panteros.
Black Pant.
Exactly.
It's called a Black Pant.
I supported the Pantera, but not the Black Pantera.
I mean, Black Pantera, if I knew anything about the band Pantera,
so
might be
cool.
fertile ground.
What do I need to tell you about Pantera so you can do
Name
this?
a song.
Good one. Touche. I could name many if I had not drank it as much as I can, but I can't tell you that their lead guitarist, Dimebag Darrell, was shot in the chest with a shotgun. That's how he died.
That sounds pretty black.
He was on stage performing.
Really?
Somebody brought a shotgun in and was
Wow.
like, today's the day, Dimebag Darrell.
When? Like recently, probably?
No, God, no. 80s.
Yeah, when you could get a shot. Back in the good old days when you can get a shotgun into a concert.
You can still do it, but nobody does.
I'm not putting a whole shotgun up my ass, dude.
No, it's because it's been played out. So everybody's like, I'm not going to bring a fucking shotgun
It's
in.
basically a hack bit.
That's how Dimebag died.
If I were to go to an AJR show and blow away AJ or R with a shotgun, it would be satisfying, but not funny.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody would be like, fucking, oh, what are you going to do next? Our stand-up special about how flying is? Dude, shut the fuck up.
It's been done. It's been
done to death. Yeah, we get it. Comics fly all the time, so that's their material. Eat my ass, you fuck.
Really, though, why are there razor blade slots on the plane? Because who's using up razor blades on the plane? Is the Wolfman shaving on there? I'm kidding. We have fun here, guys.
Just in case that offended anybody.
In case that offended, we're just joking here, guys.
All right, we got to do the call.
I would fucking love it if the first time someone was like, "You can't fucking say that" to us was Jerry Seinfeld already said that. That's plagiarism.
He's on speaker. It's ringing. Now it's ringing.
Okay, because it's on speaker so we can hear it.
Hello?
Hey, Tyler, you're on It's Just Bits. We're just wondering if you'd say a hard R for us real quick.
Connor's joking. You're not being recorded right now. Please say the N-word with a hard R.
This just reeks of a trap, so no.
Okay, well, first of all, trap that's not an okay term. They're either a femboy or a trans woman, and you should find out which it is before you call them that. But this is beside the point. Say the N-word with a hard R.
Oh, no, I was talking about the hard R, say retarded.
It's a trap! It's a trap. It's a trap. How messed up would it be if I just did it with no hesitation? Where would your bit go? Would you
no,
like,
we're talking about...
Our bit would go viral. If you did that, it would go viral is where it would go. So do it.
The joke we're making is that Maheen always says to me, stop saying the R word. And I'm like, you mean the hard R word? And she's like, no,
Cracker.
I mean retarded. And I'm like, okay, real quick.
Haha, made you say it.
Oh, no, we say retarded on this podcast.
No, the R word we were trying to get you to say is respect.
Yeah, no, RESPECT, find out what it means to me.
It means retard.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think that's everything. Knock 3 times on the door if you want Kellen to give you a rim job. Bye.
Costs more than that.
3 knocks.
4. Should have asked him whether he likes femboys or trans women more. Then we could have had dirt on him.
Femboys or trans? What's it?
Well, femboys are boys.
Femboys are boys that look like girls. Trans women
are women that were assigned male at birth.
Used to be men. I'm gonna go with.
Are you about to give me your opinion on this?
women.
Because I'm not going to give my opinion on this.
Really? Well, we know it's femboys, so you don't have to.
That's why I don't have to give my opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say trans women. That's my stance.
I mean, yeah, because you're straight, so you would want to fuck a girl.
Crazy, right?
That is how that do be how sexuality works most of the time.
Trans men are not women, and trans women are not men. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yeah, you got it.
That does happen a lot. That
I know,
like
it's
a
so
trans
funny.
girl will post like, "I'm a trans woman," and they're like, "You'll always be a woman. You can't be a man." And they're like, "Yes, thank you. You are correct, sir."
I fucking love it when people, even they're fucking up the genders. It's like, dude, you got to realize that this pronoun bullshit is just kind of fucking nonsense. If you're fucking it up when trying to insult
when you can't do
somebody.
it, or people be like, "I don't use pronouns. I'm just normal." It's like, yeah, but I bet you say he and
all
shit.
the time. If you have ever spoken Spanish, you use pronouns.
Or English.
Spanish is really.
He is a fucking pronoun.
No, I mean like the table is either feminine or masculine in Spanish. Spanish is crazy feminine, masculine.
It's got a lot of
a lot of tables with penises
a lot
who
of tables
identify
with
as
penises,
women.
much like my new furniture store. Come on down, folks.
Crazy
Crazy Kellen's Dick Table Emporium. You want to get fucked? You want to eat dinner? Why would you go to 2 stores?
when you can go to
one store. We rent them, by the way. That's not ranch, baby.
Anybody with penises. Well, I was initially going to edit this podcast, or just release this podcast right after this, but I think I'm just going to release it when I get back from New York. Do a triple release.
Yeah, I mean, there will need to be some...
Are you bringing your laptop?
No. Do I need to? It's very nice, and I don't want to put it in a car.
That's fair. Okay, well, they're all getting...
Which, by the way, if I've ever gone on a date with you and I put you in a car, that's because I thought you were cheaper than my laptop.
Cheaper than $1,000. Yeah, we're going to do
Don't tell people what my laptop costs.
Release,
That's my private
it was
details.
more than $1,000. We're going to do
not.
a triple release when we get back from fucking New York, because it's going to be the podcast now.
This, and then the live one from New York.
Which, by the way, if you're listening to this podcast by the time we release it, buy your tickets now, because it's about to be
It's about to be June 26th, so this is a great time to buy your tickets.
Less
for the June
than
26th.
a week from when I actually fucking release this, which would
because
be...
when Connor says something at the live show that he
Friday the
wishes he
18th.
could edit out, you'll get to see it. So...
There's a reason I don't drink at live comedy.
It's because deep in your soul you're not racist, but you do love words
and alcohol.
Well, I mean,
we're gonna find a hilarious point for the edit point. By the way, it's gonna be real funny.
It's gonna be right a couple minutes ago. That's called
it's gonna be right now. You get it? You get it.
Just that one word you're not supposed to say, Negra.
Oh.
I submit that if you call someone a Negro, that's a hate crime. If you call someone a Negra, that is simply
You're just weird.
That's just character work for a countrified Southern lawyer who would be a racist. Your Honor, I may just be a countrified Southern lawyer, but I know that my client was entirely in his rights to say the N-word when he was impersonating me, because I will tell you, Your Honor, I say it frequently.
I defend my Negras and Negresses.
The only reason that I have not said the N-word today is because you, Your Honor, are black. And of course I have a problem with that, but I will not get into that during this court case.
I'm sorry, Reverend Jim Brown. That is not my name, sir. You know that's not my name. I am Paul.
Please stop calling every black man you meet Reverend Doctor and then your name. You think that it's respectful, but it is not.
And also, if you just say Reverend Dr. King than their name, it's even worse.
There's some version
Reverend
of
Dr. King, Phil Hampton. Phil Hampton. It's his son.
Right. Flampton.
Flampton. Oh, Peter Frampton.
Peter Frampton. Prampton.
No, Peter Frampton. Frederick Hampton's son.
Oh, yeah. That's how names work in I don't know. Chicago feels like a safe thing to say there.
In medieval lore.
Medieval?
Medieval.
Medieval.
What do you say? Medieval?
Medieval.
Yeah.
Evil medieval.
I've also...
I am going to jump this horse over this canyon.
Oh, we just stumbled backwards into evil medieval.
Evil medieval.
That's the rest of the show, man. Evil medieval. That's so. We got to tell the Australians about evil medieval. I'm gonna jump this rocket-powered horse over 14 trucks and a
Yea,
bus.
verily, I have attached the oriental explosive devices to the haunches of mine horse, and I will ride the beast across the chasm on the wings of an angel.
I am dressed in red, white, and green because we used to be British. Whatever the fuck it is. Red and white?
Evil medieval is a witch. That is how he gets his power. Do not view his foul doings, or you will go to hell.
Burn him like his engine burns the grass around the field.
We're just like, we must burn evil medieval at the stake. And meanwhile, he has exploded with his bootleg gunpowder that just combusted him and his horse.
Ooh, I'm gonna one up you here. Evil medieval. We must burn him at the stake. Yeah, that sounds like a great next stunt.
Yes, let's do that.
Sounds like an awesome stunt. I'll totally do that.
The first witch to promote his own burning.
Well, we don't like that you're into this.
Just being burnt alive like, yeah, no one else could do this.
And then it falls backward and he lives unharmed. We're like, what?
And then
Evil medieval's the best.
And then he gets up and goes, mind freak. And the medieval people are like, we don't get that joke. That is centuries in the future.
Witch, burn him again.
He knows about the future.
Burn him again. Oh my God, evil medieval is great. He's jousting people 4 times his size. Just like for my next stunt, I will joust Gregory from fucking
Sir Gregor the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
That's the one.
You're welcome.
Thank you for finishing my half thought of references.
Yeah, I mean, you put down the bread and mustard, and I found the cheese and the meat.
The crucial parts of a sandwich.
That's what I was saying.
The
yes,
prosciutto of a sandwich.
It's pronounced prosciutto.
It's prosciutto because I'm American.
A
Italian. That's how they pronounce prosciutto. COVID. That's how they pronounce.
Most Sicilian words are different sneezes.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know, Sicilians were spawned by...
Pina. That's a good one, right? You didn't see that one coming. I hope our audience didn't die there.
Anyway, my name's Quentin Tarantino, and my favorite type of people are...
Toast.
New actors.
Oh, my God. The amount of times Quentin Tarantino has said the N-word.
And we can't even say it once. Show me the Justice, America.
All right. Let me...
Samuel L. Jackson, please Twitter DM me and give me a non-zero number of times I can say the N-word.
All right.
I also like old music.
I am doing Alpha Beta Thai frat boy podcast. All right. Let's just say I bring a black guy on the podcast.
Like my favorite movie, Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just like your favorite movie,
My hat
Pulp
is on
Fiction.
backwards.
We're all wearing slides. Nike only.
Your girlfriend is not okay.
All girlfriends are toxic. None of them are good people.
There's only lifting and watching Tarantino.
So let's just say I bring a black guy on my podcast, and he says the N-word, and then I'm quoting him on a later podcast. Can I say retarded?
Listen, legally, I have drank enough liquor and been kicked in the head by a mule for a drinking game enough times that my IQ was sub 50. So...
Sub 50.
I get to say the N-word. Okay, so this bit is just the universe where the R-word and the N-word are played.
Has to be stupid enough to say. So it's not that he knows the N-word is wrong. He just needs a Forrest Gump IQ because Forrest Gump would just drop it if anybody.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, Forrest Gump in the real world is like.
Oh, drops the N-word.
So when they said someone was like, "Hey, they're trying to let the coons go to school with us," in Forrest Gump says, "My mama just chases away raccoons with a broom." The real version of Forrest Gump would say, "Fuck no, fuck no, you get them out of this school, no fucking way. I saw them at the pool the other day. I put fucking acid in it."
Counterpoint. I think that Forrest Gump says, You mean the N-word? I kind of like him.
You are correct. That is what Forrest Gump
my
does.
Counterpoint.
Forrest Gump is just
hard R
wandering around, calling Bubba real rough hard R's.
But Bubba's
and
like, he's such a nice guy.
He's so nice and stupid. I can't
He's
tell him
such
to
a nice
stop.
guy.
Damn it.
He literally, he gave me his shoes when I lost my shoes. He walked through Vietnam barefoot because I didn't have shoes.
Oh, all right, Bubba, that's all the types of shrimp. Now let me tell you all the different types of N-words.
I was going to say.
There's the N-words that you're racist to, but casually. There's the N-words that you don't let around your home. There's the N-words.
Oh, God, we're naming this podcast the N-word, aren't we? Oh, my God.
Yeah, but
the
not
N-word, yes.
Not quote the N-word, end
T-H-E
quote. No. We're naming
N-word.
We're naming this podcast Niggardly. Different word. Suck a dick.
Still not good.
Say that word.
No, I shan't.
I shan't.
Evil medieval.
Evil medieval. For your next stunt, you must say the N-word in front of black people. No, I shan't. I shan't. I may be evil, but I am not a racist.
I imagine evil medieval. For your next stunt, you must go a minute without saying the N-word.
No! Gnocchi.
Gnocchi is disgusting. Listen carefully to what I just said.
What? I'm offended either way.
Really? Gnocchi sucks.
I like gnocchi. Baked gnocchi? I mean, the cheese is the
I've
point.
never had it be good. Gnocchi is...
This was a test. It's an Italian sin.
Gnocchi is...
Gnocchi.
Fucking up our school systems. Gnocchi commits the most crime.
Gnocchi. Okay, now it sounds like your dog whistling. Now it sounds...
That's what I was trying to go for fucking up our school system, but you didn't catch on. So it was like, I was literally thinking in my head, I was like, how many really racist jokes do I have to do before Kellen figures out what I'm trying to do?
Despite making up 13% of pastas, gnocchi causes 50% of choking incidents.
Oh, I love when fucking I almost said liberals, Republicans doubt parade around the statistic. Yeah, black people are only 10% of the population, but they commit 40% of the crimes. I'm like, no, they get 40% of the fucking arrests.
Right, it's like
you actual retards.
Did you know that cops arrest black people a lot? Yes, we knew that. That is what we're talking about.
They're supposed to.
You donkey-kicked moron.
God, for real. I mean, when I say retard, I don't mean anybody who's actually mentally disparaged. I mean,
okay, you're mentally
officers.
Disparaged because that's not what mentally disparaged. That's not what disparaged.
I think that might be actually the new one. Just so we're clear.
Actually, that might be.
I think it might. I think that's. I can't keep. It's so fucking hard.
I mean, they
track,
just keep coming
man.
up with new terms instead of like fixing anything.
Well, I'll always say the same exact thing. Fucking.
And the thing you will say is.
I'll always say the same exact thing, which is, the word is always going to be offensive. They just change it what the word is. So the best word you used to be able to use to describe a mentally handicapped or mentally disparaged person is mongoloid. That used to be
both racist and ableist.
No. But that used to be the most correct term.
Right. They're like, they're not
changed,
stupid. They just look Asian.
And then
someone thought that was cool.
Exactly. And then it changed to retarded. And retarded was the first of a good generation because that's just describing one group of people who have any form of mental handicaps. And
initially it was meant to be polite.
Exactly. And it became an insult.
Because before they used the word mongoloid, the word was the ones we throw off a cliff.
Yeah. Sparta. So when you say
great country.
Sparta? Yeah, they're the most Republican country to ever exist.
Yeah, and by the way, 300 is an allegory for the Iraq War. Check it out. Not in a good way.
Get them, Iraq. Can we support Iraq on this podcast? Are we supposed to? I don't know.
I don't know about I mean, Saddam was not a cool guy, but the Iraq War was still bad on our part.
That's fair.
You should support Iran. La ilaha illallah.
Anyways, as I was saying, so retarded was the first in a good generation of the way you should describe people who have mental disabilities.
Right.
So that's the reason I'm sticking with it as an insult is I get it. First one, people are going to fuck up. But if you keep changing it every goddamn time people use it as an insult, it'll never change. It'll never actually be something good to call somebody or anything.
Because you're just coming up with euphemisms.
You're just fucking coming up with euphemisms. So make retarded an insult for somebody who's stupid. Somebody who is an adult male who is just being dumb.
Right, and by the way,
now.
the term for someone with Down syndrome is someone with Down syndrome.
Exactly.
And the term for someone with head kicked in the horse
is head kicked in the horse.
And the term for someone, and what I have is dyslexia because I couldn't get those words right.
Because right now, what retarded means in the English language is a person of functioning mental ability who is just being super
done
fucking
something very
stupid
dumb.
right now. I understand it has bad connotations, but if you change it every time that the word changes, I have heard kids because I teach summer camps in the summer, which after they hear this podcast, I swear to God, I teach summer camps in the summer. I shouldn't be because of this podcast, but I've heard them saying, yeah, that's mentally handicapped.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
like, and mentally handicapped is like 3 generations past retarded.
Right, and by the way,
because
handicapped was pretty much a slur because it meant people who couldn't work and had to have their cap in their hand to get money.
And it was retarded, then it was mentally retarded, then it was mentally disabled or something like that. And then it was mentally handicapped, and now it's going back to mentally something. It's fucking.
The classic project of liberalism is to not fix things, but to be nice about how awful things are. So we're gonna stop saying the N-word, but no, you can't have any generational wealth.
Dude, I support the scumbag left so hard because the scumbag left actually has a concrete foundation of
That, by the way, is just the left, but you have to be a scumbag to get there because politeness is owned by liberals.
Go through the politeness, yeah. Well, because the concrete foundation of the scumbag left is I don't care if you're white, black, brown, retarded, Asian.
Whatever anything. You are, I'm going to call you the N-word.
I'm going to make fun of you no matter what. Well, yeah, I'm going to call you. Obviously. So putting aside the fact that I'm going to call you the N-word, I'm also going to make fun of you for whatever the fuck you are. So if you're white, I'm going to make fun of you because you're white. If you're black, I'm going to make fun of you because you're black. If you're Asian, I'm going to make fun of you because you're Asian. If you're retarded, I'm going to make fun of you because you're fucking retarded.
Right.
That's all the shit. Just keep it together. I have a friend who has MS. I make fun of him for having MS. But
you're not going to stop being friends with him because, what are you going to shake your own martinis?
He doesn't have the shakes, but I
don't get the point then.
Well, he should stop having
got a
MS
monkey scrotum and he's bragging about it.
Well, he's got to get his shit together.
It's just other people's bit.
No, but seriously, I was like, he walks with canes, and every once in a while, he tells every joke he tells on stage as a stand-up comedian is like, he literally said, I don't think. Or he was like, I was on Pornhub the other day, and he said it way slower than this. He would love that joke. I was on Pornhub the other day, and the front page of Pornhub was incest porn, but I had to go all the way to the fetish page to find disabled porn.
And arguably,
and I don't think that it should be. I don't think that it should be called fetish porn. I think it just should be called shit you should be ashamed of masturbating to. And I'm like, this is a phenomenal joke.
Hold on, though. I have a different take on this.
Having
sex with disabled people is fine if they consent. Incest is not. So Pornhub, I need you. Not because disabled porn on the front page. You make me work for the sister.
This feels like you just like to say, I can call him. He's pretty attractive, honestly. Fucking look him up on Facebook.
Okay,
Nate Wugin. Nate spelled like fucking Nate.
Is there a side effect of MS where your jaw clenches at any certain times?
Maybe, actually.
Well, okay, so this is information that's relevant.
Only in the butt. He's not gay, but you might be able to switch him. Nate Wugin,
well, he's not gay, but he is disabled, comic. And that's just as bad.
Might as well be gay. I mean, he's disappointing his parents just as much either way. Nate Wugin, Nate spelled how you fucking think it is, and then Woogen. Phenomenal comic. We will end the podcast by plugging him because seriously, watch him. He is a killer comedian. Absolutely love him.
I mean, watch it at 1.5 speed, but yeah.
3. But no, seriously, great stand-up comic, great improviser. We're trying to bring him on at the Lincoln Lodge, but
we should bring him on this show here.
He doesn't.
Unless he's mad at me for that.
He's a clean comic. He's a clean comic.
What?
Not clean.
Despite the fact he can't clean his own ass?
He did.
I'm very into the disabled jokes now. I like them a lot.
Well, I know him, so I can get away with it. I think you're just
I probably can't. I probably can't. And it's probably bad of me to say, because I was going to make a point about how it's okay to make fun of people you know roughly, but then if you don't know someone, you probably shouldn't do it. But, if you need me to wipe your ass, Nate, I'll help you out.
No, what you got to say is my best friend's friend is disabled. There you go.
My best friend's friend is disabled, by which I mean I am disabled.
So you're my best friend, but I'm not yours? That's what you're saying? Because my best friend, otherwise it'd be my best friend's best friend.
Connor, if you're the insecure one here, you need medication.
No, I was saying I'm your best friend, but
I don't like you at all.
Okay, that's fine. Tyler, get in here. Let's do a podcast. Check Nate Wugin out. We get onto this podcast and edit out a bunch of N-words.
One?
No, like 40. Shh. Tell him it's 40.
After what? Tell
him it's 40. Tell him it's a lot.
Well, it was 20 before, and then the decompression I do after every podcast where I just say it 20 times. Tell
him all 40 was me. That's not better.
It was you.
You understand how that's not better?
Just to be clear, if you think we're racist, I think that cops should either quit or die. So,
If you think you're racist, if you think we're racist, you have not listened to this fucking podcast. I mean,
or you listened and don't get sarcasm.
No,
which would be fair.
Oh no, yeah, that's fair because 99% of the time we say what we do.
That's
not
why I'm
mean
wrapping it up
louder.
with, by the way.
Okay.
Policing is inherently racist, and reparations would be a good idea.
Let's take our...
And Obama is the only black person that's bad.
Reparations would be good. Okay, yeah. Because
not
people,
like a guy, not like you go up like, oh, we have the same last name, you have to pay me money.
No.
But the government should do it.
I'm thinking the people who have institutionally kept their wealth and perpetuated it. Yes. Those are the people.
Yes, absolutely.
But if my family...
When Jeff Bezos, through no fault of my own, and I can't believe you would suggest something
dies in a rocket.
Right. His money should go to Native Americans and black people, and probably Hispanic people, too.
Absolutely. All right, we got to get in this podcast with Australians, but real quick, let's say
by the way, Australians,
what we actually
smaller
believe,
brains than humans.
What we actually believe is all cops are bastards, everybody's people, but we like fucking with all people. We legitimately like. That's what we do.
But it's a lot.
We fuck with everybody.
But you have to be less careful when you fuck with white people.
Exactly.
Because when you fuck with people who aren't white, you have to be conscious of how they have been literally fucked with in the past.
Exactly.
And white people, it's fine. So, like, Italian people, shove a tomato up your ass, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Black people,
fuck you.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, no. I was saying fuck you to the Italians. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. Oh, God.
You better hope there's a good amount of latency in these mics. No, black people,
dude,
sorry.
Fucking rough.
Sorry about all that shit people look like me did, but, can I say it?
We're trying our best here to fucking create a situation
now we're talking about Bo Burnham, which is we are white guys trying to be funny, and why the fuck would that be allowed?
Well, no, the best thing we can do for black people right now is try and convince one Republican who loves hearing white people say slurs into being like, oh, maybe you can say slurs without being a piece of shit.
This is legitimate, and there are actual doctors who agree with me about this.
Absolutely.
The best thing you can do for someone who is being radicalized and hates political correctness is, make them listen to The Clash, because then they'll realize that you can say mean things about bad people instead of
fucking
good people.
Awful things. Rape a cop. Do it today. Who gives a shit? No, I don't mean. I mean rape a cop. I mean legitimately rape a male cop. Just okay. I see where you brought back. I see where you pulled back.
Some cops are minorities who are trying to.
Oh, a straight white male cop.
A cop that looks like us.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Rape us. I mean, if you did, what are we going to do about it?
Exactly. I mean, honestly, rape
cry,
I deserve. But... Yeah. No, I'm just trying to fucking... I can do one thing to make the world a better place.
Oh, here's how it works. Don't rape anybody. If you gotta rape someone, make it a cop.
Make it a straight white male cop.
Right, because they've probably raped someone.
Cisgender also. Not a transgender straight white male cop. Because,
Right. Yeah, because they've got enough going on with their fucking coworkers.
And their family. I mean, God, honestly, we believe good things. We like good fucking things. But the only thing we can do as straight white males is try and take our Republican friends
I can just
and
talk.
make
That's all I
them
can do
better.
is talk.
We could take Republican friends who are like, I love it when people say spick. And then
And
just
be like,
fucking
okay,
be like,
how
okay, but
about-
could you be a better
Well, okay, what about a
person?
Mexican gynecologist? Spick and span, am I right, folks?
It's a bug. Exactly. You got it.
And then
Yeah.
I do that, and then later I say, wouldn't it be good if black people didn't get the short end of the stick always? And then they might be like, well, maybe that's true.
Exactly.
And that's not much that we can do.
I mean,
'cause
and
we're
it's
not
honestly,
rich white people.
If you have better suggestions on what we can do as a podcast, please hit us.
Please write them on a
Let
piece
us
of paper,
know.
roll it up, and forcibly place it into one of our orifices.
I was going to say into a pigeon's orifice, cloaca,
And train the pigeon
to come to
to
us.
then do that to us.
And then if you have
Because
better
that's how it
charities
works,
that we
man.
should
If
be
you-
donating to.
When you rape your messenger pigeons, they
I thought you were
learn
gonna
that
say
in
when
the
you rape your
messenger
pigeons.
they just do it to other people.
Oh, you said messenger pigeons? I thought you said Mexican servants. I swear to God.
Which one of us does that make racist?
Well, I was talking over you when you said it, so this is probably I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet. I'm the racist here.
Connor may disagree with me here. Pigeons are not as important as Mexicans.
I completely do. No, but seriously, if you have better charities that we should be donating to, hit us up. If you have anything that you would like to do to improve this podcast, hit us up. We're not trying to be bad people. We're trying to be good people who say bad things to make bad people better people.
And it's really
Honestly.
fucking tempting to say bad things.
That's the fucking slogan of our podcast. We are good people who say bad things to make bad people better people.
We're bad boys doing good things. Check out our TikTok.
Bad Boys are doing good things. Catch our live show the 26th. Look up Bad Boys Media because we're about to be on the podcast with them, with the Australians. Fucking shit hammered.
Yeah,
So,
pretty drunk. Pretty
absolutely. We're switching to whiskey now.
Yeah,
So tits ass drunk. Bye. Anything else to plug before I say bye-bye? Bye, baby, bye.
I prefer Backstreet Boys.
Bye.